If you're in the mood for some moe goodness, then you're in the right place, because it's episode 11 of Interviews with Monster Girls, Demi-Chan by Kataritai. And in the past episode we had... Well, Machi got herself in trouble by being a bit overly enthusiastic and pushing herself a little to be near the teacher, let's put it like that. But she did find a somewhat calling in life, and she now wants to become a scientist. So we're getting a bit of growth and forethought with the character and what they hope to do in the future. If only certain other ones were also so proactive, maybe? Now, of course, I'm pretty sure that our good old teacher is going to find himself into some trouble because, well, you saw the side glances he got when he was talking to them. So, let's see if that rears its head in this one. That swimming pool has seen better days. I'm guessing they're going to be cleaning it at some point. That was a weird cut. He's finally getting... Well, having enough with Hikari. What, do they already have a plan in place or something? Yes, they've been talking beforehand then. Fair enough. I don't think it would help his case of favoritism. It doesn't really get overly hot in Britain, and when it gets mildly warm, we all complain that we're melting. One thing about the English that you should know is that no matter what the weather is, we will complain. And we don't have air conditioning, so those of you that do feel... Well, you're lucky, aren't you? Well, apart from like office buildings and whatnot, but the general household in England doesn't. He wants nothing to do with them. He's even being called out by them. Is that true? I mean, they have got Sato Sensei. Mm-hmm. Okay, one of the better reasonings that he could have come out with there. He's standing up to him. He's caught him in a trap there. Now, I can see his point, but that's a rather... rather presumptuous conclusion that he came to there. What a pose. But just because he said as much. Of course, that's why he wants to... Poor kid. He's very optimistic though, isn't he? He's not wrong. Pretty much. No, it's just that he likes to be helpful. Is she actually... Making them out to be different would be discrimination. You see, when you go out of your ways to treat someone better just because they have certain characteristics that are against the norm, that's as not quite as damaging as being an arsehole, but in the long run it's not quite as helpful, is it? Everyone just wants to be treated as a person. And see how they can all help out. Well, it's got the ball rolling at least, so... Yeah, but he's got other things on his mind now, and now he's questioning the legitimacy of his help. So now he's distancing himself and not even giving an explanation. Well done, Vice Principal. Could have handled things a bit better. Quite a coincidence that they've come up with the same reasoning. Instantly dismissed. Fair enough. So he actually just, he enjoys doing it. Of course he does. Because it's science and knowledge. Mm-hmm. Why don't they just talk to Satao Sensei a bit more? And he's just been basically told to his face that they don't rely solely on the teacher. And she's probably one of the better ones to talk to about it, despite her eccentricities. She got his name. Or close enough. Um, I can't remember the point I was going to make. Mm-hmm. It was just the manner of which that he came out with his statement. Okay. How do you plan on doing that, though? Now I'm worried. You see, human emotion is a weird one. You can have months of joy and happiness, and then a single instance will destroy all of it. Yeah, there's also the what if it all failed. All you can do is look at how things are now. There's no point thinking about what ifs. Why is she sending him photos? A video. Ah, nice. Screen rotation. Yep, that's Hayuki. I was thinking that maybe they could have practiced this speech, but at the same time, it's more heartfelt when it's off the cuff. I'm not sure you've really made a good point so far. Mm-hmm. All you need to do is reassure him that it might not have gone so well if he wasn't involved. You might have a better time at this, Machi. Yeah, she was the one that kind of felt most distanced from the ordinary student. Kind of. Although he did shut down the offer to play soccer or football. Nicely put. She she did a slightly more less awkward version than Yuki did, didn't she? And you're just going to be terrible. Once again, that's part of the problem. Come to her for help. Yeah. Maybe this is easier for her to speak and say it honestly because it's for recording rather than to his face. A lot of what they said was part of the problem. Hmm. Oh, she has good night vision, doesn't she? Is her words here going to be the resolve that he needs? You can take trying too hard. Just ask Subaru. So she's scolding all the other teachers for not attempting. The fact that she quite good lungs on her. She lumped everyone else into her statement there as well, I think helped. He can't let her see emotion. Mm-hmm. And is that thing with Hikari gonna... Well done. Well, that's kind of an apology. And what he was worried about, that they won't rely on anyone else or be able to socialize. To be fair, his actions did make that possible, but it's also the vice principal that expedited them spreading out and talking to the others. And he's well, the swimming pool cleaned up nice. I wouldn't have expected the bullies from the earlier episodes to be part of the friend group. But then again, one of the people that was incessantly horrid during high school, at least during the early years of high school, ended up being quite a good friend by the end of it. So I don't see why not. In my own experiences, it turned out that way. So it may have taken 20 something odd years, but everyone can eventually get to a place where they're relatively happy and able to talk to new people. If it wasn't for this channel and everyone on Discord, I probably wouldn't be. I wouldn't have been able to talk to any of you. Swimming episode. Okay. But yes, as a continuation of my thought, it takes everyone a different length of time to be able to, well, just be normal. And if you are questioning your own abilities or wanting to do something different, go for it. Push yourself. Just as everyone there, if you want to be better, try harder. I would say it's slightly hypocritical of me because I take the path of least resistance, but every time that something majorly good has happened was due to me doing something out of the norm for myself. stretching the boat out, pushing the boat out, stretching the limit, doing something that I wouldn't usually. Even small things can make big changes. And of course, if you have someone to rely on, like Takahashi-sensei, it can help. Unfortunately, it's not quite as easy as that a lot of the time. Hopefully those happy little events in the show have warmed your heart and brought a little brightness to your day. And since I brought it up, if you want to try and push yourself a little, the link to my Discord is down below, and you can come and, well, chat shit with a bunch of other people who probably share the same kind of outlook on life. Or if you're like me, probably just kind of lurk, not really say anything, just watch what everyone else is saying. Then when you're ready, go for it. But no matter what you do, if you try something, I wish you the best of luck. And with that, you stay awesome, get some rest, and I'll see you on the next one.